understand the other side of it. Desires and expectations are one side. Desires and expectation, but it has got two branches. One branch is desire and expectation fulfilled, and desire and expectation not fulfilled. Are you getting? Desires and expectation every human being has. But there are two shadows of it. One is when it is fulfilled, there is some experience. And one is when it is not fulfilled, there is another route. Like how we say past and fail. How we say day and night. How we say hot and cold. So therefore there are two sides of the same coin for an individual. Because our special senses are tuned to always compare. Today it is a little bit warmer. What does it mean? Today it's a little bit warmer. It is in comparison to yesterday. You are comparing it. Today the rains are okay. I think today it's not going to rain that much. That much in comparison to yesterday, day before yesterday, how it has rained. So our every sentence is always in terms of comparison. Because our special senses always 24/7 compare. So when you ask this person who says doesn't have freedom, what freedom means to you? This is what I like to tell you, because this is what I want. So what you want, you can easily describe. But if you ask what you do not like, it is difficult to explain. And therefore people make this mistake in asking, what is the feeling, what is the feeling? You cannot tell the feeling so easily, because you yourself have never seen it. But at least what you want, you have thought about it. You have dreamt about it. You have imagined about it. And all those aphorisms are there. Open it up, footnote number 9. All those are your imaginations. And we live in the world of imagination. And especially in India, we live in the world of imaginations or in the world of emotions. Total emotions. Person is 90 years old and is still worried about his grandchildren. And you are already dug your grave, you are half the leg is in the grave. Why are you worried about the great grandchildren or grandchildren? He will come from school or doesn't come from school. You take care of yourself, you don't fall somewhere. But we are so much, family, my children, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren. It goes on and on. And that's our culture. And therefore you will see many of us prescribe the remedies in India at least 200 potency. Because 200 potency is meant for emotional level. That's the reason why our majority of the prescriptions, if you go to see, when you go back to your clinic, you'll see majority of them are 200 or 1N. We are either in a deluded state. Hope so, India has got good relation with Pakistan, neighboring countries, so we'll develop a good Samjhauta Express and that express and this express. We are in a deluded state. Hope so. So, human beings the most, and see what Ariman gives in footnote number 9. Most severe diseases may be produced by significant disturbance. Significant disturbance of the vital force through the imagination. Because this imagination can cause significant disturbance. Did we ever see this? How many people have seen this footnote? No, we are busy with decorating vital force. Our half the life has been spent in decorating it. And see what Hanuman has given. Beautiful over here. Significant disturbance of the vital force through the imagination, and further he says it can also be cured by the same means. Means when you are going to meditate on this imagination of yours, when you are going to go into a trance of meditation into what you are imagining, what will happen, so what will happen, so what will happen, when you are going to percolate down, you will find nothing will happen, and then that is the time when you come to awareness and be healed. That is what meditation teaches us. That is what art of living teaches us. All these are the methods technologies or the ways or scientific ways how we are getting ourselves healed. And that's what Kahneman has given to us, that it is this imagination. And many of the patients, mark this line in your books, many of the patients will give you the idea about what they imagine their life to be. Many of the complicated cases, I say, forget your complaints, you are treated for sure, I'll give you the remedy, no problem. I even write saclac and give it to the person outside. Your remedy is done. That was just a casual talk till the medicine is prepared. What do you really imagine yourself about your life? The actual case taking begins then. Not ready to talk and think, no problem. What is your imagination about life for you? My imagination. You see, my imagination is how would this world be if there was no currency? How would this world be if there is no countries and its borders? I said, this I cannot understand. No, I mean, everything is one. Anybody could travel anywhere. Why this passport and visa and all? I didn't get you. There should be no boundaries. This kind of boundaries. Boundaries is like limitations. This kind is limitation. You are limited to a small space. Describe that a little bit now so that I can understand. Because you are limited, then you feel suffocated. You can't go anywhere. The idea is, that you are restricted. You are trapped over there. You do not have the liberty to go cross over and go. That simply stops you from going ahead. Are you seeing the story? What is happening? Are you seeing the story? Because otherwise he was not able to talk. Tell me about your complaints. My complaint is that I have got this ankle joint problem and there is calcification of the joints. Tell me what happens with that. Nothing, it's paining. Tell me a little bit more. Nothing, doctor, I can't walk properly, so it's paining. Tell me a little bit more. What more should I tell you? Are you seeing? What more should I tell you? And here, you just write saclac and give it, and she knows she doesn't have to do anything with it because she knows very well what is the story happening now. And then, okay, what is your expectation? You see, there should not be any boundaries. Now he is coming. There are limitations. This is what's happening with pathology also. Are you seeing this? There is no limitation. You can move around anywhere. This limitation limits you, traps you, it suffocates you. You just have this particular idea that you just cannot go out. You can't break this wall. You can't break this boundary and move out. This is the problem with this pathology that is suffering. Are you getting this? This is how, because everyone are not able to tell you at a conscious level. People are not able to talk to you at a conscious level. But there is a huge, big time story at a subconscious level. And therefore, dreams become an important issue. Because what you dream, you are not thinking. You are simply dreaming. Are you getting? Dream becomes an important